Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lakitatsharpe's famous, exclusive, inspirational channel. I am so happy that you have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Welcome to my first designated book discussion, and I am so happy of this for this moment. It is February 21st, and it is Friday, and the time is now 10:11 p.m., and I am in Virginia. So I hope you guys are doing well. So come on in and relax. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Lakitatsharpe, and I have about 143 books that's out on Amazon.com, and you can also check out my website. I am the author of two of my life stories, Unstoppable and the Lakitatsharpe success story, From Struggle to Success. So these are two of my life stories that you can purchase at my website, or you can go to Amazon.com and scroll through my books. So yes, so today's book discussion, I want to tell you a little backstory, is that I have a love for books. In likeness of Oprah Winfrey, I too have a desire for wisdom, a desire for books and learning, and it's just something that really resonates with me and is very important to me. So I wanted to share with you a book that I really enjoyed, and I definitely want you guys to check it out. And this book is written by Sheila Johnson, and she paired up with Lisa Dickey, and she did an excellent job editing and working with this book. And Sheila Johnson's story was amazing. You know, Sheila Johnson is America's first Black billionaire, which she wasn't too happy about the title at first, you know, because she doesn't want people to look at her like she's a bank. Honey, I don't blame her. I can only imagine, you know, she is a person, and she is a great and good person. Miss Sheila Johnson. This title is called Walk Through the Fire. And Walk Through the Fire, she talks about the salamander. The salamander is like I don't know what kind of, it looks like kind of like a lizard, or kind of, but it's a salamander, and it can withstand the fire at times, and it has resilience. So, you know, she went through a lot in her life. She experienced a difficult relationship with her and her husband as they were building the BET. Y'all remember BET? You know, the BET channel, the Black Entertainment Channel. You know, it's interesting because I grew up watching BET, and let me tell you that it was definitely, you know, I enjoyed watching. She talks a lot about her baby, Teen Summit. You know, that was one of her segments that she founded at the station, Teen Summit, where all the teens get together and they talk about life issues and, you know, different things that teenagers go through. So I gotta tell you, you know, BET was part of my childhood, you know, watching the videos. And, you know, she talks about how the videos got a little bit, how can I say, a little bit rated R, you know, at times. And she tried to talk to her husband, saying that, hey, you know, these videos are a little bit scandalous, a little bit too much nudity, you know. And, you know, her and her husband, Sheila, You know, she, like I say, she's a great person, and she hustled herself to death to create BET, and for her to get together with her husband to hustle before she became wealthy. You know, she was into music, and she will hustle to meet her students so they could be able to have their sessions, you know. So she hustled that way. She didn't want the students to come to her home, I believe, because her home was in a neighborhood that wasn't so good, and she didn't want the students to travel, you know, to that neighborhood and everything. So yeah, it talks about you know, she explains about the things that she was very devoted to her husband Bob. You know, very devoted, and sometimes he wouldn't treat her nice the way that she deserved to be treated. You know, if you ever been in a relationship and, you know, and experience going through being with a person who you are a good person, but they are not treating you right. You know, I've been in relationships like that when at times I'm like, you know what? Hey, I deserve better treatment, you know? And so she had a close relationship with her mother. Now when her mom was married, you know, her father left the mother for another woman, you know, and that was really hard and devastating on her mom, you know. And her mom, like, you know, literally was just crying and going through and had to put herself back together again. You know, see, if you read the story and read this book, you will see a theme between Sheila, Miss Sheila, really, Miss Sheila. How you doing, Miss Sheila? I love you. I just love you, Sheila. You are like one of my heroes, my sheroes, and you deserve the Lakitatsharpe stamp. You get a Lakitatsharpe stamp. So, yes, and I want to say that if you read the story, you will see the theme between her and her mom and how strong Sheila was. You know, because Bob, her husband, did so many bad things to her. You know, giving her, I believe he was giving her the silent treatments. He, you know, snuck around, you know, and he kind of made empty promises, you know. But then he had some good to him as well. You know, it was hard for Sheila to leave him, you know. And talking about that, you know, when you are in a relationship, the longer you stay, you know, it's harder to leave. You know, she was in a 15-year or over 10-year relationship with him, you know, a long time. And, you know, I can relate to being in a relationship for close to 25 years. So I can understand, you know, and having the courage to be able to walk away, you know, to finally walk away to get your power back, you know. And I tell you how she, you know, turned her life around. You got to get this book and check it out. I am here and I am supporting Sheila on today. And yes, you gotta check out this book. Now, my mug said Saturdays are for girls. Tomorrow is Saturday, and it's one of my favorite days of the week, and it is my off day, so I look forward to being off and enjoying that day. Hope you enjoy your Saturday as well. And yeah, so the book is, I call it delicious because it gave me a great, it took me a few days, probably about 6 days, and I snuggled in the couch and I devoured, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I just kind of, I guess devour mean to destroy, right? Am I saying that correctly? But whatever the case is that I just really enjoyed and took this book in and digested and just read it through and laid up in the couch and, you know, enjoyed every bit. I laughed. I was mad. I cried. And it's also a bit of a love story as well. I see it as, you know, it has like some love themes. So yes, it's a great memoir. I really enjoyed this memoir, and to introduce to you, for those of you who do not know Sheila, and maybe you guys already know Sheila, but to, you know, I talked to some people in my life and they didn't know Miss Sheila. So I, you know, wanted to share the book with them and really get them to enjoy the book so they can pretty much learn from her story. But this is a woman of courage. She is a woman of courage, you know, and yeah, she's a woman in courage. And she had people that laughed at her. People laughed at her because she had high dreams to build her resort. And I believe that was the Salamander Resort. That she had a big dream. She had a big dream and people didn't believe in her. People didn't believe that she could accomplish that. Even her husband was like, wow, you know, hey, I give you your props. You know, you pull it together, you know. And you know, if you ever seen somebody you with, if you ever been in a relationship and you have seen them with another woman or another man and you are in a relationship, that can be kind of hard. That can be kind of hard. You feel betrayed, you know, and it make you feel a certain way, you know, and it make you feel a certain way. Sometimes that can eat at your confidence. And she had a lot of that going on in this book, you know, and she had times where the relationship got so hard for her, even her coming out of the relationship, she had to take time to heal and to restore and get herself back together again. And she had wished she had taken, I'm not going to tell some of this. I'm not going to tell you the other part because I want you to read the book to find out, you know, some of the other, the juice, you know, which it gets good. It gets really, really good. You got to check out this book over at Amazon.com. You gotta, you know, check out this book. And I tell you, it's a great book, you guys. You know, so, you know, what's on your reading list? You know, comment below and tell me what's on your reading list. And do you want me to, do you want your book to be featured on this book discussion? You know, check out my website. Go to my website and look for Lakitatsharpe book discussion, and it'll tell you what you need to do, okay, to be for your book, for me to read your book and talk about your book. But I give this book right here, what I give it a 5-star rating. But if I'm talking about it, you know, it is a 5-star rating. Well, I gotta go. That's my time. Well, congratulations to Sheila Johnson on your book. I enjoyed your reading. I hope you guys get, if you want a copy, go to my website and you can have this copy. You can order it right now today and I will send it out to you. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. See ya.